So friends, today we'll discuss about silence, how to practice it, what are the guidelines. We'll discuss about it today. And whatever the questions left from the day one, it might be regarding the science of meditation, or it might be regarding whatever your experiences, clarifications, or any questions regarding the subjects we have discussed. So we'll take off all the questions today, because from tomorrow and day after, Saturday and Sunday, most of the people are not working. It's a weekend and it's an opportunity to practice silence. So tomorrow and day after, we will not have any interaction. It will be completely a meditation session, and we'll experience intense meditation tomorrow. And from Monday, I'll explain teachings of other grandmasters, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Raja Yoga, different types of yogas, and Yoga Parampara, soul evolution. What is this process of enlightenment? How to understand at which level of evolution we are in? How do we understand our own position in that spectrum of enlightenment? Where exactly we are, and what should we do to progress further? So these things we'll discuss next week in detail. So today, let me share my screen. Please take a pen, book, write down these points. It is very important you write down and you sincerely follow it. Okay, friends. Mauna means silence. Deep silence. Not just silence, but just deep silence. So according to Swami Sivananda, the great enlightened master, energy is wasted the moment you open your mouth and speak unnecessarily, speak unscientifically. You waste a lot of energy. And when you practice silence, you conserve a lot of energy. Fundamentally, that is the goal. The more you practice silence, the more you conserve energy, the prana shakti, the cosmic energy you conserve. And with more and more conservation of this energy, that will help in your spiritual progress. And your willpower gets tremendously improved. And the impulse to speak is under control, and naturally the mind goes into a peaceful state. The father of a nation, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India, Indian nation, Mahatma Gandhi, he practiced Mauna his whole life. One day per week, was always in Mauna. No matter whatever the important work, meeting any kind of he headed a freedom movement. And he sent the mighty British back. So, in spite of his busy schedule and in spite of a great task in his hand, he practiced Mauna 1 day per week. And anything very important, very urgent, he will just write on a small piece of paper, few words. So that one particular day is Mauna. Because of that Mauna, 1 day he practiced Mauna, he conserved so much energy, which helped him to work more efficiently, qualitatively for the rest of the 6 days. So if he can practice, a father of a nation who is heading an independence movement, can't we? Definitely we can. Where there is a will, there is a way. And meditation and Mauna, they both are complementary. In meditation, you close your eyes and observe the breath. In Mauna, you conserve a lot of energy. In meditation, you get cosmic energy. In Mauna, you conserve a lot of cosmic energy. And this practice of mauna helps you not only to silence your words, but it helps you to silence the subtle conversation which happens inside you. You see, the mind which is untamed, the mind which is agitated, the mind which is restless, needs conversations. It always wants to find an outlet. There is too much agitated energy. It wants to release that energy. So if somebody is speaking too much, that means they are restless. As simple as that. You can notice, some people, they speak for hours and hours together, and we don't understand what is the point they're trying to convey. They might give a lengthy 1 hour speech, but the essence might be just one line. So these are restless minds. Mauna helps you in the self-mastery, in your own self-mastery. Whenever I say self-mastery, it is a self-mastery of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Your thoughts, words, actions. If you can get perfection over your thoughts, over your words, and over your actions, then that is self-mastery. So mauna helps you towards your self-mastery, my dear friends. There are 3 kinds of conversations, and you will notice all these 3 in your mauna when you practice intense mauna. Conversations with others is very simple. As we all know, the energy is too much. There's too much pent-up energy, and you want to find outlet, and you want to converse with others. Okay, if you can't find others, then what you do? Physically, you can't find others. What you do? Take your phone, go through the list, and see who you can contact with, so that you can throw all the garbage, so that you can release all the pent-up energy. You should speak when there is a purpose, but some people simply call somebody and I say, "Oh, what is the reason of your call?" Just simply I call, just like that, no reason. It's been a long time, so I just want to speak. So this is an indication that you are restless, there is agitation. You should open your mouth only when there is a purpose. And you are opening your mouth and blabbering without any purpose. So that is an indication. You need more mauna practice. Okay. So conversation with others. That is the first one. And the next is inner conversation. So in the first category, conversation with others, they are extroverts. The second category, the inner conversation, they are introverts. So these introverts, they don't express themselves. They don't open their mouth. They keep silent. But there is a lot of inner chatter going on. Constantly, there is an inner dialogue going on within them. Mostly these people, they are introverts. So they still have a lot of pent-up energy, but they will go through a lot of inner conversation. Constantly, they are thinking possibilities. Yes, no, what if this, what if that? So there is a lot of inner dialogue, inner conversation, constantly. So that is inner conversation. And then there is another aspect, subtle conversation. And most of the people, they don't notice. Normal people, they don't notice this subtle conversation. Unless you are a meditator, unless you practice silence, you don't notice this subtle conversation. That's why it is subtle. It happens on a very subtle level. For example, you are watching a video, right? You are watching a video on spirituality, or you are watching video, somebody is speaking. So you are listening. As you are listening, there is a very subtle dialogue happening within you. You are analyzing, you are thinking, you are comparing. You listen to somebody speaking, but you have this reference to something else in your life, and you will have that conversation. Okay, so this subtle conversation is difficult to notice for normal people, but in your mauna practice, you will notice. And also when you are reading your book, for example, you are reading your book, you are reading one particular statement. And reading that particular statement takes you into your own subtle conversation, where you will connect it with your own past experiences, and you will try to create a story with that. The subtle conversation is already happening. So the stories, the links, it go from one place to another place to another place to another place. So it's a very subtle conversation. Or another example, you are drinking a coffee. Okay, you are drinking a coffee, morning coffee or tea. As you're drinking, you notice that when you are drinking, as you are drinking, you are thinking something else. And in that process, there is inner conversation and subtle conversation. Both are happening. So the subtle conversation is hidden in the inner conversation. So unless you become still, you cannot catch hold of that subtle conversation, my dear friends. Now let us come to the guidelines, how you should follow this mauna. Normally, you select a day where you have no work and there is no need to communicate with others. It is your off day. So choose that kind of a day. You can practice silence at your own home, wherever you are. So one of the goals of this self-transformation program is make your home your ashram. You don't need to go to an ashram to practice silence. Yes, of course, the ashram energy supports to go deep into silence. That is true. But you can practice it at home also. So basically, no communication verbally or via text or via emails whatsoever. There is absolutely no communication. So when you do that, that means you are in silence. And it is better that you indicate one day before to your closed ones, to your loved ones, to your friends who normally contact you or who are expecting your call. So just tell them that you are in Mauna and for the next 2 days you are not available. So it is better to always give a prior notice to our friends, family members, so that they are not concerned and worried and they don't disturb you. That is the most important point. You give a prior notice so that they don't disturb you. And digital detox. What is digital detox? It is something funny, isn't it? We've been so used to this digital world. We've been so addicted to our phones, to our emails, to the virtual world, to the social media. Okay, so we've been so much addicted to this digitalization. And it is important you detox that also. So what is digital detox? Very simple. Switch off your phone, not putting on the flight mode. Switch off your phone, switch off your laptops, computers, all the electronic gadgets, televisions, completely switched off for that particular day when you're practicing. Don't carry your mobile. Switch off and keep the mobile in the drawer or somewhere. Don't even look at it. You will notice something interesting. For the first time, you will notice how addicted you are. So this digital detox helps you. It helps you to pull your energy back towards inwards. So in this process, what are we doing is we are diverting all the energy, all our energy into inwards. We don't want any energy leakage towards the outwards. We are conserving the energy and diverting it to our inner journey, inner realization, self-realization. To understand a lot about ourselves, we are diverting all the energy inside. And don't be in the crowded places. Don't visit malls, restaurants, shops. No, in the silence, it is your day. Enjoy your aloneness. Don't try to mingle with people. Don't go to the places unless there is any essential emergencies. You need to go and buy something. That's okay. But it is a good practice. You prepare beforehand. You buy all the vegetables, groceries, whatever you need. You buy and keep it ready so that there is no need for you to step out of your house. Yes, you can step out of your house to have grounding, to visit parks, to spend time in nature. Okay, yes, you can spend time in nature. You can hug the trees. You can enjoy the open skies. So that is okay, but not into the crowded places. So basically, you remain in your own auric space. Let your space be your space. And if you are in a family, your husband, wife is there, and other people are there, so then you can still have your own space. You can convey to your family members that I am in Mauna, and If you spend that particular day in your study room or in the space where you are comfortable with, fundamentally the point is you are not letting others to come near you and spend time with you. You are in your own space. Okay. And if you feel very emotional during silence and you feel the need to speak, you have a strong urge to speak, then journal it. During the day of silence, always keep a book and pen with you all the time. So journal your thoughts, journal your emotions. And the most important is you will be tempted to open your phone. Whenever you are feeling this urge, you will be tempted to say, okay, I won't speak, but I will just check. There might be an important email I might be receiving. There might be an important message. There might be some emergency. Somebody might be contacting me. So this mind creates all these kinds of fake emergencies so that you involve in some kind of conversation. So that will trigger you to open your phone and check the messages. You might say, okay, I'm not responding message. I'll just see the message. No, absolutely no. Switch off the phone and keep it aside. Okay, so these are some useful tips for the people who are not used to silence. First time they're practicing. So it is important you remind yourself. Sometimes, you catch hold of yourself off guard. You will be practicing silence, but somebody initiates a conversation, your family members ask you something, and suddenly you will open your mouth, unaware. So for the first timers, it is useful you write a sticky note and paste it around your house, on your fridge, or in the kitchen area, in the living area, in your bedroom area. You put a sticky note so that whenever you see that reminds you, okay, today I'm in silence. So that helps you to be more aware. Okay, and all the magazines. When you're coming for a retreat, when you're coming for a physical detox retreat, emotional detox retreat. So the retreat, what I do in Pyramid Valley or in other ashrams, in anywhere I do the retreats, the silence is completely, they have no books also to read, no spiritual books, and also they have no eye contact. You don't let anybody to have even eye contact. The 100% energy, even the energy, the eye contact, you are connecting to others' emotions, others' energy through the eye contact. So there is absolutely no eye contact also. That can happen in retreats, in ashrams, but if you're in a house, you are living with your family members, that will not be possible. So when you're practicing Mauna, that is okay. That concession is allowed. And no magazines, but you can read spiritual books. Okay, you can read the right spiritual books. So that is allowed when you're practicing Mauna at home. But when you're doing Mauna practice in ashram, in a retreat, reading books is also not allowed, because reading books triggers the subtle conversation. But when you're practicing at home, yes, you can read books, but no digital devices. Only spiritual books, my dear friends, no newspapers. Okay, no entertainment magazines, no storybooks, only spiritual books. And whenever you feel this inner voice, simply witness, and write down all your thoughts, all your emotions. And if at all you feel the urge to speak, that is the time you have to use your willpower. Use your willpower, okay. But 2 days, for Saturday and Sunday, I decided I'm not going to speak. So I will stick on to that. So use your willpower. Motivate yourself that at any cost, I will not open my mouth. Just only for 2 days, 48 hours. So typically your Mauna starts the time you go to the bed the previous day. So for example, Saturday, Sunday, you're practicing Mauna. So your Mauna begins Friday night when you're going to the bed. So from that time till Monday, early morning, until you get up. So that is, your Mauna begins before sleep and it finishes after you wake up. Okay, so for practicing Saturday and Sunday Mauna, your Mauna begins by Friday night. And if at all, some people, especially the people who are used to, doing a lot of physical activities, and people who are constantly using their mind to manage the things, and they're always in the work, they're workaholics. So for them, it might be a little bit challenging, but those are the people who need the Mauna the most. So you can exercise, you can do some kind of yoga or physical exercise. whenever you feel restless, simply close your eyes and sit, meditate. That's the best time to meditate. And it is important you spend time alone, because unless you spend time alone, you cannot connect with your deeper emotions. You cannot understand yourself, basically. And it is not recommended for parents with small children, because children, they feel neglected. If you have a small child, like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, until the age of 8, until the age of 8 years. So the children normally, they feel neglected. So if the child is mature enough, you can communicate with your child. You can explain that for one day that I'm practicing something important. So the next day I will speak to you. So you can speak lovingly and then make them understand. So that if they agree, then you can practice. But very small children, like 2 years, 3 years, until the age of 5, strictly no. Until the age of 5, strictly no. After the age of 5, if the child is able to understand, if the child is comfortable, then you can communicate and then practice Mauna. Because small children, they are very sensitive. They feel neglected if the parents don't speak. Okay. So basically the goal is not speaking throughout the day and not engaging with the outside world, and becoming introspective and truly embracing the silence. What is embracing the silence? Embracing the silence means you don't feel the pressure. You don't feel, oh, today I'm in silence, and there is no inner pressure. You are just embracing. You are enjoying that process. You tell yourself, it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for me to discover something new. I'm in a spiritual sadhana. I'm in a spiritual practice. This is helping my progress, and this is going to make me a better version of myself. Okay. So fundamentally, you should enjoy the process and the benefits. So I will discuss about this benefits on Monday after we practice, so that we are in a better position to understand and see what exactly we did and what we missed out. So the benefits of Mauna I'll discuss on Monday. Okay, friends. So if you have, I hope you understood and things are clear. If you have any doubts, you may ask now. You may raise your hand. You can ask. And as I told, today is the day where we will have this attraction. Tomorrow and day after, it will be silence, complete silence. And of course, yes, we will go deep into meditation. Tomorrow and day after, we will log in. And when you are logging into the Zoom, only that time you are exempted using your laptops or mobile phones. So we log in, do this group meditation, intense meditation for 90 minutes. So tomorrow and day after, it will be an opportunity for you, because all this while we've been doing 20 minutes meditation, 30 minutes meditation. So tomorrow and day after, we'll be doing 90 minutes meditation. Okay. So it will be an opportunity for the beginners to go 90 minutes in one stretch. So you simply need to close the eyes, don't open the eyes, and enjoy that process and see how your mind is restless in that process. Okay. So tomorrow and day after, it's only intense meditation. Monday, we will understand more about yoga and Yoga Sutras. We'll understand more about Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Ashtanga Yoga Sutras, Ashtanga Eightfold. Again, Patanjali has a Ashtanga Marg. And then we'll discuss about the soul and the soul evolution. So those interesting things we will discuss next week. And also one more important point is, during the practice of Mauna, it helps you. It really helps you if you're on a liquid diet or you're on the diet of fruits. Okay, make sure you eat more fruits and more juices. You can make honey lime juice. Okay, honey lime with warm water, not hot water, warm water. And the first thing in the morning, tomorrow, the first thing in the morning when you get up, you can drink honey lime water. It's a very good detox process. And also the juice of ash gourd, pumpkin, white pumpkin, we call it as ash gourd. So drink the juice of ash gourd. That is very detoxing. Saturday, Sunday, when you're at home, you have no other activities and you decided to be in Mauna and you switched off all the phones. So that is a beautiful day to go through this detox process. So detox, all this while from Monday till Friday, we've been eating 2 meals a day, mindful, and more water. So this continues. But tomorrow and day after, for these 2 days, you will be drinking more juices. You can drink any juice you want, but honey lime water and ash card juice, these two are a great detox. In my physical retreats, you won't believe, they drink only honey lime for 10 days. No other juices, only honey lime. 8 to 10 glasses of honey lime per day. That's it. So I'll explain you how to do the detox. Please listen carefully and write it down. For example, the first thing in the morning when you get up, the first thing in the morning, you should drink water. The first thing in the morning, you should drink 1 liter water. 1 liter water, the first thing you get up from the bed. Don't need to go brush, no. Get up from the bed and drink water. Immediately drink water. 1 liter. That is the first step. And after that, after a gap of 1 hour or 1.5 hours, you can take honey and lime juice. The combination can be 1 lemon or 1 lime and honey according to your taste, 2-3 spoons according to your taste. But you should not pour hot water directly on the honey. Then the nutrients are destroyed. So make sure the water is lukewarm. It should be lukewarm. Okay. And if you're living in a very hot countries like, Dubai or Arabia or if you're living in very hot weather, very, very hot weather, temperature is 40 degrees, then you can take normal temperature water. But generally, a lukewarm water is very good. And after you take a glass of honey lime water, the next following hour, you should drink a glass of water. You cannot take 2 glasses of juices consecutively. In between 2 glasses of juice, there should be plenty of water. Okay. For example, 7 a.m., you are taking your first juice. The next juice will be at 9 a.m. because 8 a.m. you are going to consume water. So a glass of juice and then plenty of water. If possible, 1 glass of water or more water is also good. Water is absolutely no problem. So every alternator. So that is how you will take it. If you want, you can experiment with only honey lime. You need a lot of willpower if you want to do it by yourself. When you're in the detox process, normally the detox process, what we do is 10 days and 15 days. So the first 2 days is always a challenge. But when you use your willpower and overcome the first 2 days, then the hunger disappears. That is the beauty in the detox process. The hunger disappears naturally. And you will notice a certain magic that, the hunger disappeared and you are healthy and, you feel very active all the time. That is when you realize, you notice that you are consuming a lot of cosmic energy for eating and digesting. So in the physical retreats, yes, we do extend it. But now when you're doing this detox for the first time at home, it might be a little bit challenging. But for the people who are having a lot of willpower, they can do the whole day liquid. But if not, instead of taking cooked food, take fruits, salads, carrots, cucumbers, any kind of salads. And basically the idea is it should be fresh food, uncooked food. Take more fruits, any kind of fruits, any kind of vegetables, raw. And if you find it a little bit challenging, you can also alternate. You can take different types of juices. So stay focused on the liquid. So fundamentally, the idea is you are consuming the food of the nature directly. Okay. And if you are practicing it in the day of Mauna, that's also is going to help you. Okay. So the most important point to underline is your stomach should be always filled with water. Always your stomach should be filled with water. That is the most important point. And during the day of detox, you can take up to 6 liters of water. Okay, so instead of 4 liters, you are making it 6 liters. And before you go to bed, don't drink plenty of water. Just 1 hour, 1.5 hours before you sleep, you can stop with the juice. Because if you're drinking plenty of water, then that will disturb your sleep. You need to get up frequently to help yourself to go to the restroom. So before you sleep, 1 hour before you sleep, you can stop drinking the water. Okay. So it is like this. In the morning, you begin with 1 liter water, and throughout the day, you're regularly maintaining the water intake. So by the time it is like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you're slowly cutting down the water. Okay. So I want everybody to experiment for 2 days. And Monday, we'll discuss more about this detox and benefits of silence as well. Unless you experiment, you will not know, my dear friends. You have to experiment. Okay. So let us take some questions. And once again, a reminder, let your questions be simple, straight to the point. Taruni, you can unmute and speak.
Good morning, sir. I'm having very great information from you. It's a wonderful classes. Actually, I was trying to ask you question from 4-5 days. Like I got, you said that you should reduce to 2 meals. Then actually I got a tremendous gastric problem. So in that case, can I have breakfast like light, like anything?
Madam, as long as you are drinking plenty of water, you will not have gastric problem. Okay, if you're not consuming sufficient water, then the problem comes. Okay, so instead of eating meal, you substitute with salads, fruits, and drink plenty of water. There is no place for gastric.
Actually,
okay, so
salads also I got a problem with that. I can't eat.
Madam, if the problem is in the mind, okay, I've been doing these physical retreats for many years. People from all over the world, they come and join. People who have severe illness and who have certain problems, digestion problems, food allergies for their whole life, 20 years, 30 years, they come to this and they get healed. No complaints whatsoever. So where there is a will, there is a way. The problem is in the mind. You think that and that manifests because your thoughts are so powerful. The most important point to remember is you drink plenty of water and take more juices, eat more fruits. There is no place for gastric, trust me.
And one more question, sir. Small question. Actually, today you're discussing about the silence. So I got my mother-in-law is old, so she want to communicate like. So what shall I do for that?
You inform her. You inform her that you are going into silence, and if at all there is emergency and she needs your assistance, yes, give a little concession for yourself that you will listen to her, and you can, if she is illiterate, you can write down and communicate to her, or she cannot read, you have to speak, then you speak. Emergency cases, of course, you have to attend. You can practice a hybrid silence where only with your mother-in-law, because it is an emergency, you have to speak. So only to her you speak. The rest of the time you are silence. You are not speaking to anybody else. So you can follow this hybrid model if you are living in a family where you are compelled to speak because of certain emergency. Practice the hybrid model. So the point is you are practicing. That is important.
Thank you, sir.
Where are you from, madam?
I'm from Orissa.
Orissa.
Delpaha.
Right. Thank you. Amita. Yes, please mention where are you speaking as well. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Have you called the name Amita?
Your voice is a little low, so can you be louder or check your microphone?
So Amitabh is called?
Yes.
Namaste. I'm from Delhi. So my question is, so while sitting in cross-leg position, I am getting sort of tingling, numbness, and pain after about 15 minutes. So I am using a chair. So over the chair, I cannot uh, sit in a cross-leg position. Is it okay?
You don't need to sit in lotus posture as long as your feet is crossed. You can sit on a chair or a sofa as long as your feet is crossed, that is fine. And if you're not used to sitting on the floor, then you should not trouble your body. You can sit on the floor or sofa. In my entire journey, because I was in Australia at the time and it was cold weather, so I sat on a sofa. All my sadhana happened on a sofa.
So I can sit on the chair and the feet need to be crossed.
Yes, yes.
And regarding interlocking the fingers, is it essential to interlock the fingers like this, or I can just put the palm over one palm over the other?
Interlocking. It should be interlocked.
Okay, so the Buddha position is actually interlocking the fingers.
Did you see Buddha?
No, I have not seen what I have seen in the images only.
Yes, this is the science of meditation. So when you cross your feet and clasp your hands, your energy, your body bioenergy is conserved. There is a science behind everything. Okay, this is called a lock posture. In this posture, you get maximum stability and there is no leakage of energy from your body. So in this lock posture, it has to be locked.
And you have told to keep your body still. So sometimes if I get an irritation or itching while meditating, so it distracts me. So in that situation, I can just mildly take my hand and scratch it. Is it okay?
Yes. So this is also very important. You have to understand that if your legs are feeling numb, you can stretch your legs and get back to the crossed posture. Legs you can stretch, but these fingers should not be removed, because when you remove these fingers, when you open this lock, you lose a lot of energy in the middle of meditation. So this finger should be always locked. If you're feeling itchy, you can do like this, but don't remove it. Okay, legs you can stretch if it is really needed, but fingers should be always remain in the lock.
So one more thing regarding background music. So there is a binaural beat, you know it. So can I use that binaural beat?
Any music which you feel comfortable, any music which will calm you is okay. Instrumental, it's fine. Any music, it's fine. But the music should be melodious. But normally I prefer classical instrumental music, but it is your choice.
Classical instrumental means mostly flute music.
Flute, violin, tabla, any instrumental you like, but it should be slow and melodious. It cannot have high beats. If you're having high beats, then it will disturb you. It should be melodious.
So actually there are different methods of meditation. I have learned some methods. I was practicing for a long term transcendental meditation.
You have so many questions, sir. You are taking up all the time. Then what about other participants? So, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is I will close with this question because I have learned so many techniques of meditation, and I found transcendental meditation to be best suited for me, and this meditation is actually very more close to transcendental meditation.
You are absolutely wrong, sir.
Okay.
You are absolutely wrong. Transcendental meditation means you are repeating a certain mantra continuously. Whenever you say a mantra, you are losing energy. You are using your mind. To say a mantra, you need to use your mind. Without using your mind, you cannot say a mantra. And the very purpose of meditation is to empty the mind. So Anapanasati meditation is totally opposite to mantra, to visualizations, to anything. I have practiced transcendental meditation for 3 years. I know what is transcendental meditation. I know when you practice transcendental meditation, your mind goes into a subtle calm state. You feel certain peace and calm, but transformation will not be there. Unless you empty the mind, you cannot experience transformation in your life. So you might say, sir, for me, this meditation is good. I feel it is best. Then you follow it. Nobody is stopping you. There's always a good, better, best. You have to follow your own. But since I have practiced many techniques and I know what is good, better, best for me. Okay. So you have all the freedom to do whatever you want. But if you want to understand the science of meditation, you have to experiment. So since you have already done transcendental meditation, now you are in a better position to experiment Anapanasati meditation. So Anapanasati meditation is simply no thought. The purpose, the goal is empty mind. No mantras whatsoever, no visualization whatsoever. Some people, they close the eyes and they visualize the energy flowing and opening. Their heart is expanding. They are radiating the love. They are having that gratitude energy, or the energy is going through the chakras and the chakras are coming into balance. All these are using the mind, visualizations. Of course, everything has its own benefits. Everything has its own benefits. I'm not putting down any technique. Every technique has its own benefits, but that is not meditation. Mantras has its own benefits. You can use mantras to cleanse the space around you. Mantras are a very great benefit. You chant Om mantra, the space around you is cleansed, and your mind also gets into a certain higher vibration. Mantra has its own benefits, but that is not meditation. Meditation means empty mind. Visualization is very good for manifestation. You want to feel, you are feeling little emotionally agitated. You want to get back into a space where you are feeling calm. Then use the visualization to feel the heart expanding, to feel the gratitude energy going, radiating. That has its own benefit, but that is not meditation. Okay. So no mantras, no visualization.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Your explanation is quite very clear, and I am very much clear with your technique. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is not my technique, sir. For your information, this is discovered by Gautam Buddha.
No, your explanation, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Shantalamurthy.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, madam.
My name is Shantala. I am from Bangalore. Actually, I tried to speak to you earlier and I informed about my husband's death due to COVID on 6th of May. I have been practicing meditation since 2017. Actually, I met with an accident in 2010 and I was under a lot of pain and stress. And suddenly one day I came across this meditation and I met a guru, one of my cousin brothers, and he suggested that I start meditating to overcome whatever kind of stress I was going through because of the accident and all that. And it helped me to a very great extent. But now, after passing away of my husband, I got a little disturbed. Though for a few days I was not able to meditate. After 15-20 days I started meditating again, and it has brought about a lot of change in me. And I have been watching a few of Patriji's videos, but because I'm not able to read any book as such, I'm not able to focus my attention.
Madam, you please come to the point. I told you, be precise, come to the point straight.
Okay, sir. Sorry. Sir, actually, you said that when we meditate, we should not have any expectations. But then why do we, do Sankalpa meditation or
that is all absolutely wrong. No Sankalpa meditations.
Okay, actually, sir, this meditation I have learned
let me explain you a little bit about Sankalpa. Sankalpas are nothing but your intentions. Sankalpa is nothing but your intentions, your desires. The more you meditate, the more you get cosmic energy, the more naturally all your necessary desires gets fulfilled naturally. But if you have a certain Sankalpa before meditation, you can do this practice like, you need some clarity. You need some clarity in a particular situation. So you can just release a thought before meditation. saying, okay, I need clarity. It is like a prayer. You can just do this prayer or you can release a thought before meditation that I need some clarity. And then release the thought and forget about it, completely forget about it. And then you close your eyes. And the moment you close your eyes, your focus is only on the breath and empty mind. That you can do. But you cannot have a Sankalpa Dana, okay, I want to manifest this, I want this to be fulfilled. And don't have that desire, and in that process, don't mix meditation. Then what is the difference between you going to the temple or church or mosque and praying, I need this, I need that? You are just replacing. You're replacing religion with meditation. That's all. That's absolutely wrong. Meditation is not for asking anything. Okay, don't use meditation as a business practice. You go to temple and say, I need this, I need that. If I do this, if I get this, I'll do that in return. This is the deal you are making in the temple or in the church. So in meditation, there is no deal. In meditation, there's only realization. No Sankalpa Dhyanas. Of course, you can make an intention before meditation. Before meditation, you can make an intention or you can do a prayer that I need certain clarity. But don't expect that clarity in the meditation. That is important. That clarity you might come in the wakeful state. You might get a clarity when you're speaking with your friend, or you might get a clarity in your dream state. You might get clarity at any point of time in your life, but don't expect the answers during that meditation. That is no expectations. Don't expect answers in that meditation process. That is very important. If you're expecting, then you are no more in meditation. You are stuck in the mind level.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I had a lot of doubt about this. Thank you for clarifying. And you said we should practice non-violence, or we should not eat meat and we should not kill animals. But when we kill pests, there are cockroaches, ants, and spiders, and we kill them. So how do we get rid of the karma or whatever when we kill these animals?
Do more good karmas. First of all, don't try to kill. It is important. First of all, don't try to kill. You should not kill. For example, ants are coming and trying to take over your food. You make sure you are protecting your food. Place the food in a place where the ants don't come. Okay, make some extra effort to preserve whatever you want to preserve, but don't kill. Always make effort not to kill. But certain situations you killed, or you are compelled to kill pest. So don't feel guilty about it. Do more good karmas and don't try to make it as a practice of killing. Do more good karmas, that will compensate.
Sir, one more question. Actually, when I started with the retreat, and when I started clasping my hands together, I feel immediately, they become very tight. The clasp is very, very firm. I just want to understand why it is happening.
When you're starting the meditation, you clasp it gently and your whole body is relaxed. Some people, they keep it like this tight. No, it should be totally relaxed and placed on your lap. Wherever you're comfortable, just be totally relaxed. But during the process of meditation, if it is getting stiff, that's okay. Why bother about it? Don't bother. Because during a lot of things happen in meditation. Your body goes through a lot of things. Your body goes through stiffness. You might feel shaking. You might feel whirling. All those are because of the energy movements, because of the cosmic energy flooding. And a lot of realignment, rebalancing is happening. A lot of self-healing is happening because of the flood of the cosmic energy. So that's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So next, Meera Menon.
Namaste, Pradeep ji. This is Meera from Malaysia. I just have two questions related to the star beings in the star world. Can a soul decide to take birth in another star nation or star world?
Yes, possible. Depends on the points, the frequent flyer points. Depends on the good karma the soul has. If you have more frequent flyer points, you can travel, you can fly any airline, you can go to any country. Yes or no? So it depends on what good karma you have in your account. The more you have good karma, the more you have eligible to travel to any dimension in accordance to for your soul evolution. But if you don't have much good karma, you don't have much choices. But it is possible, yes.
Okay. And my second question is, do they incur karma in the star nations also?
It depends on the project they are going on. Of course, you cannot simply go to a particular star system. You should have a particular project. Either you are on a research project to gather some data or to report something. So there should be a certain project. So every project has a certain terms and conditions. So it depends. It is subjective.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Yes. You are speaking about stellar enlightenment. Okay, going from one dimension to another dimension.
Yeah.
But that is possible. Yes. But before you can do that, you have to finish off the earth lessons. That is important. You cannot be stuck on the earth lessons and you cannot do interdimensional travel. For example, if you are still in non-violence, if you are still in violence and killing, you don't understand the basic law of karma, you don't understand spiritual laws, you have not yet graduated the earth syllabus. Without graduating the earth syllabus, you cannot go to the higher dimensions. It is like this. Without graduating from the school, you cannot go to university. So that basic eligibility is needed.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So next, the cover.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, madam.
Good morning. My name is Daljit, and I'm calling from Perth. And I'm very impressed with your sessions. These are the best ones I have done so far. As you mentioned about the subtle conversation, I actually experienced it yesterday when I had a question, and then I listened to your journey, and I got an answer indirectly what I wanted to know. I've been in this journey for a few months now, and after doing this, I experienced kind of a sound in my head, which is going on like constant 24/7. So when I'm practicing Mona or when I'm quiet, it gets louder and louder. Since you are very knowledgeable, so I want to know what stage it is and what's next. I don't know. So if you can answer that, please.
You practice Mauna?
I like to be quiet. Yes. I can't say that it's complete silence for the whole day, but I like to be quiet. Yeah.
You practice Mauna tomorrow, day after. And if at all you notice this inner voice loud, and if it is, you have to see if it is disturbing you. Is it disturbing you? You feel
it's not disturbing me, but it's like a kind of a vibration or a frequency that is like, it's like tetanus all the time that's going on. Earlier I was getting disturbed by it, but now I've learned to come in terms with it.
That's fine. Sometimes your inner senses gets activated. You notice a certain inner pulse or vibration. So your inner senses also gets activated the more you do meditation. So nothing to worry about it. So continue meditation.
Thank you.
Okay. And if at all you feel disturbed about any certain words or certain statements coming in your mind, so then write it down. Write it down. And whenever you feel disturbed, come back to the breath. Just sit for meditation and just be with your breath. That will help you. But I think in your case, it's the subtle vibrations getting activated, your inner senses getting activated.
Yes, I do. Like initially when I started with the meditation, I was getting visions which have stopped, and I'm not chasing them anyways. But I'm trying to get in terms with it, and hopefully it's going to be for the good, and proceed further from there.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Sometimes it happens like if the higher masters or the star beings or evolved beings from the other dimensions, they want to contact you or they want to communicate something with you. So your inner senses has to be activated for that. So you will notice certain kind of vibrations, inner vibrations. The sound is not, the vibrations are not from outside, but from it is inside. So these things I went through in the year 2013-14. I used to listen to certain sounds and vibrations, not from outside, but from inside. So that was an indication that the star beings want to communicate to me, and I will sit in meditation. So those conversations, contacts, yeah. So not to be worried, focus on meditation. But again, no expectations. Don't expect that you are going to receive some communication, you are going to meet somebody. Forget about it. Let it happen. If it doesn't happen, you are least bothered. But you are just making yourself comfortable. That's all.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So next, Yojana Jain.
नमस्कार सर.
Yes, madam.
मेरे को 2 क्वेश्चंस हैं. मैं हिंदी में बात कर सकती हूँ?
आप कहाँ से मैडम?
मैं योजना जैन इलाहाबाद से हूँ, यूपी इलाहाबाद.
ओके ओके.
हाँ.
पूछिए मैडम.
मेरे को एक तो मेडिटेशन के समय बहुत ज्यादा थॉट्स आ रहे हैं. 3-4 दिन से ऐसा हो रहा है कि बहुत थॉट्स आ रहे हैं जो मेरे को डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं मेडिटेशन के समय. ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है.
It is natural, madam. Everybody gets thoughts. Actually the word you get thoughts is wrong. You don't get thoughts in meditation. Many people say, sir, I close my eyes, I get thoughts. No, that is not correct. The thoughts are already there. Just because they close the eyes, they start meditating, they don't get thoughts. The thoughts are already there. But they were never conscious of it. They were never aware of it. But when they close the eyes for the first time and they are with the breath, for the first time they realize, oh my God, I have so many thoughts. So in meditation, you don't get thoughts. In meditation, you for the first time, you realize you have so many thoughts. And that is the case for everybody. For every beginner of meditation, it is the case. So practice. Okay. Practice is the only way. The most important is don't open your eyes. Come what may, don't open your eyes. Don't remove the finger lock. These 2 points you remember and practice. Naturally, the thoughts disappear. Okay. You have to come back to the breath. Come back to the breath. The moment you will be closing your eyes and observing, all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm thinking. So that moment you realize you are thinking, immediately come back to the breath. Don't fight with the thoughts.
No.
Don't fight with the thoughts. Don't worry about the thoughts. Don't go behind the thoughts. Simply, immediately come back to your breath. When you come back to your breath immediately, that is called cutting the thoughts.
ये अभी 3 ही दिन से शुरू हुआ है, पहले से नहीं था ऐसा.
It happens in the beginning. This is again stages. When you are meditating for the first time you are meditating, you will notice thoughts, and then you come back, and you notice that you are getting into a no thought zone, a peaceful zone. And you will be meditating for 40 days, 1 month, 2 months, and you will be enjoying your meditation. You feel like, wow, yes, I become a meditator. And then suddenly you notice the thoughts are coming again, and you will be worried. I said, Hare Baba, what is happening? I thought I emptied my mind, I became a meditator. Again, these thoughts are coming.
Yes.
Those are deeper thoughts. In the first stage, the subtle thoughts comes, you observe the breath, and the mind becomes empty. It is like an onion. You peel the upper layer, then there is a deeper layer. Then there is a deeper layer. So thoughts also are like that. First, the superficial thoughts come. Then you practice more and more meditation. Then the deeper thoughts. Then further deeper thoughts. So again, the technique is the same. Go with the breath. Follow the breath. And in the final stages, you will notice the thoughts are not disturbing you anymore, but the emotions are disturbing you. You are feeling very angry. You are feeling very agitated. You are feeling sexual. A lot of emotions. All these things disturb you. So again, you have to understand this is a cleansing process. This is everything. These things are natural in meditation. All the unwanted garbage should come out. It is like when you boil the water, the bubbles come from the bottom, it comes to the surface and it evaporates. Similarly, in this meditation process, because of the flood of cosmic energy, all the inner unwanted things, they come to the surface and then it disappears. So you have to trust the process. That is very important.
Okay. सेकंड क्वेश्चन है कि मेरे को गले में,
मैंने सोचा 2 क्वेश्चन खत्म हो गए, अभी बाकी है. ठीक है,
एक बाकी है. गले में मेडिटेशन के समय गले में बहुत ज्यादा टिंगलिंग हो रही है, उसके बाद खांसी आती है.
हंसी आती है?
हाँ.
Oh,
Khasi,
okay.
khasi, hasi nahi, khasi.
Hasi means
Coughing means.
coughing. Okay. So that is okay. That is also natural. During meditation, you receive a lot of cosmic energy and it goes all around your chakra system, your etheric body. And especially, if your throat chakra, there is some blockage in the throat chakra, you feel like coughing during meditation. You will be a normal, healthy person, but during meditation, you feel like coughing. That is nothing but activating of your throat chakra, the energy healing your throat chakra. So don't be worried. If at all you are feeling like coughing, you cough, finish it off, and then go with the breath. That's why I say it is important to drink a little bit of water before meditation so that your throat is not dry. Okay. It is perfect, madam. Healing process is happening. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. All right. So next question. Sonam Dikshit.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, madam.
So I'm from Hyderabad, and I'm an engineer by profession. So my question is, like, when I'm doing meditation, I do this kind of self-talk in my mind, like I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out. So is this
Wrong.
okay? Like, okay, because otherwise I'm unable to concentrate that I'm breathing in and breathing out.
You should not concentrate, madam.
Okay.
You don't concentrate. The breath is already happening.
Mm-hmm.
You just witness. When you're, for example, you are seeing a sunrise. Do you concentrate on the sunrise?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you watch a sunrise? You are just witnessing. The sun is already rising. The sun is constantly rising. You are just watching. You're just witnessing. You are not doing anything. You're just witnessing the beauty of the sunrise. So similarly, witness the beauty of the breath automatically going in and automatically coming out. It is already happening. You just witness the beauty of it. Flow with it. Follow it.
Okay. I just need to
Step back. It is important you become as passive as possible. That's why I say relax your body. Completely relax. Step back. No need to do anything. Become passive. Be a passive witness. In the beginning, you use a little bit of mind. In the beginning, you focus a little bit. But eventually, slowly, you have to become passive. It will naturally become passive.
Okay, thank you. My second question is regarding consuming egg. So is egg also like non-veg food?
No eggs.
Okay.
Only food of love. Do you think the hen is laying eggs for you to consume? Do you think the hen is very happy?
Okay. Yeah. My third question is like sometimes like what I feel is like bad thing happens to good people. So if people are doing bad to us, how do we deal with it? And like if we are conveying this injustice which has been done to us to others, is that gossiping?
The very idea some injustice happened, that means you are ignorant. There is no injustice and there is no tragedy whatsoever. This is a great statement of Richard Bach. The depth of your belief in injustice and tragedy is the mark of your ignorance. Everything happens for a reason. If something is happening and you are feeling hurt, that means there is a reason behind it. You would have done something and you are getting back. Law of karma. So law of karma is not a punishment. It is a beautiful learning tool. So when you go through the pain, you realize that this is too much. No. So when you realize the pain, you don't want to give that pain to another person. So you are learning a lesson there. So unless you experience the pain, how will you learn not to give the pain to another person? So karma is to learn lessons. So use every challenge in your life towards learning lessons and towards growth. No injustice, no complaints, no gossip.
Okay. Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So we are exceeding the time, but because for the next 2 days we are going to be in Mauna, so we will take it. Namrata.
Yes. Namaste, sir. I'm Namrata from Bangalore. I'm a homemaker. I have a question, sir. Sir, I'm very sensitive to energies from past 7 years. But after coming into meditation, that has really, helped me. But still, when I visit to some of the places like crowded places or all, I feel very sensitive to energies and I feel like rushing to my home. And it totally sucks my energy and it drains me completely. So, sir, can you please guide me?
Okay. Take shower immediately. The moment you step into the house, take shower. Okay. So it is natural. It is natural. Sometimes, you become sensitive the more you practice meditation. People become sensitive and they go out in the crowded places. They are bombarded with so much of energy. So that energy they are not comfortable with, because that's not positive energies. That's all more distorted energies. So you feel uncomfortable. So the first thing is, immediately as soon as you enter home, take a shower. Take a long shower, and that will help you.
Okay, sir. And so because of this only I quit my job, because I was not able to take the energies. I was not knowing this initially. I felt it's an anxiety attack. I consulted psychiatrist and all that. I was on tranquilizers. I quit the tranquilizers after coming into meditation. So now I can understand it's the energies that are playing the roles. So yeah, sir.
So the more, taking shower helps you. And also the more you do meditation, the more you do meditation, the more you receive cosmic energy. And the more the energy you have, the very less you are affected. You see, you have very less energy, and the outside energy is dominating your energy. Then you feel tired, exhausted. But if you have more energy, then the outside energies, the impact of the outer energy will be minimum. So do more meditation, increase your own energy, increase your own soul energy, Atma Shakti. Then you don't become immune, but the outer energies doesn't impact you anymore. You know what to do. Sometimes you feel tired, you take a shower, that's it, finished. You're least bothered with outside energies. So try to focus on doing more meditation. That is important for you, madam, if you want to come out of this problem.
Okay, fine. Okay, yes. Thank you so much.
It's all about energy science, Sometimes it all depends on what energy you have. You go to certain places. For example, you enter a pyramid for the first time. You enter a meditation pyramid. And the first time you enter, you feel, wow. Because the outside energy is more than your energy. So you feel that, wow. Okay. But if you're a regular meditator, you enter a pyramid, you don't feel wow. Because you already have that your energy is equal to the pyramid energy, or your energy is more than the pyramid energy. You don't feel wow, but you feel comfortable. That's all. You feel, yes, nice, comfortable. Similarly, you face a negative energy. You face an extreme negative energy. And you have more positive energy. You will be sensitive. You will feel the negativity. You will feel uncomfortable. You want to go away from that place. So your reaction to the outer depends on what kind of energy you have. What is the strength of energy you have? So you increase your inner strength. Then you are least bothered about the outside impact.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is energy science. Okay. So next, Lakshmi Sandhya.
Namaste, Pradeep Master. So, Mauna, can I start with, I'm a music teacher, so I can postpone the classes or do something, but my music sessions are not commercial, it's just a volunteer. So more than that, my question is, can I start with half a day? I wake up at 4:30, so from 4:30 until noon, can I start slowly? Because I have to make the family also get adjusted to me being silent. Is that okay?
make all the necessary preparations so that you experience from the night till the next day, the day after morning. So that is a complete silence. So it is very important. It's not like you are half a day you are in silence, half a day you are not in silence. If you want to experience the intense mauna, the more the better. But of course, you have certain situations and there is some emergencies. It's a too short notice. Then do at least a hybrid mauna. A hybrid mauna is you are opening your mouth only in emergency, or else you don't open it. That is a hybrid mauna. You can cruise through. It all depends on your sincerity.
Can I ask one small question, sir? So, maybe like I won't
You
take
ask
long.
a question, madam. I'll decide if it is small or big.
Yeah, sorry. So, so the thing is like, how do we avoid the negative contacts? Like, so I make sure I have 0 enemies and 0 debits or whatever. So I have no enemies. But in case if we come across some people for no reason, they throw the negative attitude towards us and having grudge. So how do we come?
So the very idea somebody is throwing negative energy towards you is as if you are telling the universe you are a helpless person. So the very idea you think somebody is coming and throwing negative energy. No.
Yeah,
Frequency attracts frequency. Okay, you have to understand. Frequency attracts frequency. Law of resonance. You have a certain energy, you will attract that energy. Whatever you have inside you, you will attract that outside you.
But I couldn't take it, sir. I get out of that
Let
place.
me complete, madam.
Never...
Let me complete, madam. You have to be in a calm space. Okay, I'm going to mute you. You have to be in a really calm space. Unless you are in a calm space, you will not be able to understand. Okay, I'm explaining you a concept of law of resonance. Frequency attracts frequency. For example, you have attracted somebody in your life who have come and cheated you. You trusted that person and the person has come and cheated you. And you feel, I'm such a nice person. All my intentions are good. Okay, I never cheated in my life. Then how come this person comes and cheats me in my life? Why this great injustice? Why these negative people are coming in my life? Why they are coming and doing so many bad things to me? This is what a normal person thinks. But if you understand the truth, if you are a person with certain stillness, certain meditative energy, then you understand, okay, I am attracting this in my life. This is law of resonance. You have an energy of cheating inside you. That is the reason you have attracted that same energy. You might say, sir, I don't cheat. Yes, you don't cheat. You don't have 100%, but you might have 1%. You might have 2%, just that subtle 2%. You might have that subtle thoughts of cheating. This 1% of cheating energy attracts 100% cheater. It attracts a person who has 100% cheating energy. So anytime, our whole life is like mirror. It's all mirror reflections. All our relationships, all the people who come in our life, they are mirror reflections. They're coming and telling you, hey, this is what you are. Whatever you attract, that is what you are. So every time you feel some negativities coming towards you, so take responsibility. You are the reason for it. You remove the negativity inside you, then no negative energy will come near you. This is the truth, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you understand it or not, doesn't matter. The law exists. It is like this, whether the law of gravity exists. You drop something, it falls down. This is the law of gravity on the planet Earth. Whether you like it, whether you understand it, whether you accept it, doesn't matter. The law exists. But when you understand it, then you get the benefit out of it. Similarly, law of karma exists. Law of attraction exists. Law of resonance exists. Whether you like it or not, understand it or not, doesn't matter. It exists. So if you are attracting negativity in your life, you are a reason for it. You are the reason. So don't try to change the outside, change the inside. The moment you change the inside, the outer is changed. You go deep within and see what is that negativity inside you. What is that energy which disturbed you? Is the same energy you have it. Try to work on it. Once you shift your inner energy, then the outer is changed. We create our own reality. That is the truth. That is the greatest truth. We create our own reality. And we create our own reality based on what? Based on our desire patterns. A pattern is something which keeps repeating again and again. So we create our own reality is half the statement. The complete statement is we create our own reality based on our desire patterns, based on our thought patterns, based on our decision patterns. Okay. So time to work the inner work.
But as a human, everybody, nobody can be perfect, right? Like everybody will have.
There is a possibility, madam. Don't say nobody can be perfect. There is a possibility. There is a possibility. That's what Buddha has shown. That's what Jesus has shown. That's what Patanjali has shown. That's what Krishna has shown. They are living examples. If they can, why can't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Krishna didn't speak verbally Gita. He was a living example. Krishna was a living example. Buddha was a living example. Jesus was a living example. Mahavir was a living example. All the great masters, they were living examples. They are not just talking parrots. They lived their life to show this is possible. So we have to take inspiration from all those masters. Okay. All right. So next is Ramesh. Yes, sir.
Pranam, sir. Sir,
Yes.
see, I want your clarification for me to understand in the following three situations. One is from childhood till now, I've been using the term I and me, to refer to the body. And of course, now it is a different situation, it is clear. And there is also another situation where there is this inner voice, which is pro and con, always continuously running, in the mind. That is a chatter. And the third is the observer who knows all this is happening. So what are the three things? Just if you can clarify.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore. I'm from Bangalore.
Yes, Bangalore. Okay. So you have asked such a question where I have to take you into a detailed workshop. So in the following week, I'll be speaking more about the self, the triune self, the Atma, and me, and I, and witnessing. So we will be covering all those things in the next week. In spite of listening to that, if you still have this doubt, you please ask me, sir. But your doubts will be most likely answered next week's session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Rajendra.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Where are you from?
I'm from Ahmedabad.
Yes.
I have been practicing meditation for the last 30 years. And I practice heartfulness meditation. मगर जब मैंने आपको YouTube में देखा, आपको सुना, तो I'm quite impressed of you. So I have joined this. मुझे सर ये खास पूछना है, हिंदी में कंफर्टेबल है ना आप थोड़ा?
Yes sir, बोलिए.
आपको ये मैंने कहते हुए कई बार सुना है कि do good karma. तो मैंने आपको ये भी कहते हुए सुना है कि good karma and bad karma, they both bind us by iron chain or golden chain. So will it not bind us if we do good karmas?
Okay, so you have watched my video saying this, is it?
Yeah.
Right. So your question is, will it not bind us? Is that your question?
Yeah, yes.
Definitely it will bind you. That's why Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita. Go beyond all the karmas. Krishna was a Satvika Guni. He doesn't want to kill his own uncles, brothers, and he dropped his Gandiva. Why should I kill, all those things? So he was a Satvika Guni. He's focused on good karmas. So Krishna said, hey Arjun, you don't know anything about yourself. So don't speak great things. Okay, unless you become a yogi bhava Arjuna, unless you become a yogi, you don't understand. He said, you don't understand anything about you. You don't understand anything about you. Don't speak great things. I know everything about you and I know everything about myself. So unless you become a yogi, you will not understand. So become a yogi bhava Arjuna. That was his statement. So you have to become a nirguni, sir. Unless you become a nirguni, you cannot go beyond good karmas and bad karmas. So unless you become a meditator, before meditation, what happens? All the Sattvika Guna people, they are good-hearted people. They have all the good intentions. So before meditation, they do physical service, like building schools, hospitals, giving food donation, vastradan, clothes donation. So they do all the services which are helpful physically. But the more you do physical service, it might help the people, but it is not going to solve the problem. They are going to be dependent again on you. If you give food today, tomorrow the same person will come and ask food. So he'll be dependent. So Sattvika Guna people, they do physical service. But when you become Nirguna, when you become Nirguni, then you will do only spiritual service. Okay. Spiritual service helps spiritually and also physically. Spiritual service, the difference between spiritual service and physical service. Physical service, there is a possibility of dependency. In spiritual service, you empower another person. You teach meditation. I say, you are the reason for your own problems. Go, do meditation. Clear off all your problems. It's your karma. Learn the lessons. No complaints. Go. You are on your own. Appo Deepo Bhava. You say, Appo Deepo Bhava. Be a light unto yourself. Wake up. Don't be in ignorance. So this is spiritual service. You teach meditation, you teach law of karma, you teach spiritual science, and you empower a person. You make a person a master so that he is no more dependent and he is liberated and it is permanent. So maybe I will discuss about this service in detail next week. But for your question, to be precise, unless you become a nirguni, unless there is no I, when you are doing the service, spiritual service, there is no I, and there is no doer. When you get into that state, then you go beyond bad or even good. That is liberation. Because if you do good karmas, you have to take birth again to enjoy that, to reap the benefits. So if you do bad karmas, you have to be born again to pay for it. If you do good karmas, you have to be born again to reap the benefits. But you become a nirguni and do spiritual service without that I am doing it. In Sakshi Bhav, in witness consciousness, then you are beyond all the karmas. And that becomes your last lifetime. Then you are ready to graduate. Okay, sir.
But sir, my question is, you advise to the people to do good karmas. So
that they come out of so that they balance their bad karmas. See, these are all stages. Okay. To become a nirguni, a baby cannot be grown into an adult one day. There are stages. So like that, the soul also has many stages. So according to the level of the soul chooses its own next step. For example, if you are in level 5, you go to level 6, you cannot jump to level 10. Okay, so it's all stages by stages. I will take this topic next week in detail. I will take about Janma Parampara. I will speak about Janma Parampara and I will speak about Yoga Parampara. And then you will understand this in detail. So hold on to it till next week, sir.
Sir, there is one more question. आपको मैंने ये भी कहते हुए सुना है कि अपने संचित कर्म में से कुछ भाग 10-20% we bring to the earth to learn the lessons.
No, it's not 10-20%. It's whatever appropriate in that lifetime.
Whatever appropriate. So, is it not possible to bring everything at once and finish off all the karmas and get liberation?
You will be collapsed. If you bring all the bad karmas in one lifetime, you will be collapsed straight away. There is no possibility to live life. So the soul brings according to its own capacity. For example, if it is a very old soul, very, very old soul, then the soul says, okay, I better finish here. So the old soul brings more karmas to finish off as quickly as possible. But a baby soul, a young soul, a mature soul, they cannot tolerate. It will collapse. So the amount of baggage you can carry depends on your soul strength, depends on your soul evolution. You would have taken 300 lifetimes and all the bad karmas in 300 lifetimes, you want to bring it in one lifetime and finish it off. Life will be collapsed. You cannot take the challenges.
Sir, बार-बार पृथ्वी पर आने जन्म लेकर के आना, is it not risky? Because of our free will, we might go down also sometimes.
No, because see, you think to come to earth is a big challenge. You are thinking based on your experiences and challenges. But for the soul, it is a celebration. For the soul, it is a joy. For the soul, everything is an experience. Everything is a learning. See, what you see from the earth is totally different view what you see from the higher dimensions. Okay.
But because of free will, sir, is it not risky? Because this bird, suppose I have got you.
It is
and
not
I
at
have
all
got
risky,
spiritual
sir.
master.
For a soul, it is a game. That's it. You see, I'll give you an example. Marriage is a risky, right? Do you agree? Are you married, sir?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Okay. So, is marriage not a risk?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Marriage is such a great risk. Two people, two different bodies, two different minds, two different goals. Everything is different. Two people coming together and living under the same roof. Such a great risk. But why do people take that risk? Because more than the risk, there is certain experiences. There is certain learning in the marriage. There is a certain beauty in the marriage. So they take the risk. Knowing it is a risk, they take the risk. Okay. So the soul knows, before the soul incarnates, the soul knows planet Earth is such an ugly place. Planet Earth is such a disastrous place. Since the moment you are born, your parents torture you. Okay, in the name of conditioning, in the name of discipline, everybody dominates you. This education system, the society, the school, everything is so ugly. The soul knows. The soul knows it is a great disaster going to planet Earth. But in spite of it, the soul wants to come because these challenges provide a great learning opportunity. So knowing it is a great risk, the soul wants to come. The soul chooses to come. The soul is desperate to come. Okay.
Sir, one thing I would like to tell you. My master has told me that you have no rebirth now. I don't know how.
Wait for the surprise, sir. Wait for the grandest surprise of your lifetime.
Oh,
and I will let you wait, you will get the grandest surprise. I won't tell you what it is.
Really?
Yes. Just wait few more years, sir. You will come to know.
And sir, एक बात खास आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. आपके
Sir,
साथ हमको
it's
बहुत
okay.
मजा आ गया.
I think we are shooting up the time. Please be precise, sir. Thank you.
But आपके साथ हमको बहुत मजा आ गया, sir. And बहुत जमेगी. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll take another question. To Ravi Shankar.
Hello, Pradeep sir. This is Muthu. I'm from Bangalore. I have a question on the performing rituals after soul departs. So my father and mother passed away. So I've been performing rituals for years, and I need to know how it's going to help them in their soul journey. And am I helping them in a way to remove their karmic baggage? So that's what I've been taught. I just want to get an understanding. What is the science behind it?
You really want to know the truth?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to understand the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all those rituals you do for the departed ones are completely waste of time. And not only it is waste of time, sometimes it is dangerous. I would say sometimes it is not, instead of using the word dangerous, I would say it doesn't serve the purpose. It goes anti. For what intention you are doing, it does the opposite. I will explain you. You see, the higher can help the lower. A 10th class student can help a first standard student. Is it possible? In his education, a 10th class can help the first standard. But the first standard student cannot help the 10th standard student in his studies. It is not possible. So the nature of affair is the higher can help the lower, but the lower can never help the higher. A person who is departed, again, it depends on the soul, the departed person, at what level of evolution he is in. If he is an old soul, a person who is departed is a mature soul, is an old soul, then he doesn't stay here. He immediately goes to the higher worlds because he understands his time is up and this is all Maya. I have come here to learn the lessons. Earth is a school. I finished my school and now I'm going back home. So he doesn't waste time. The old souls don't waste time. They go back. And whatever the rituals you do here is of no use because what you do on the earth impacts the people on the earth plane, not on the higher dimension plane. The earth is a lower frequency. The astral worlds are higher frequency. So when a person departs, they go to the astral worlds. So once we have 7 bodies, once you drop the physical body, then you are in the astral body. So if you are in the astral body, you go to the astral worlds. So whatever the rituals you do on the physical doesn't help in the astral. The lower cannot help the higher. So all the rituals you do is simply waste, is of no use. And karma is not a punishment. Everybody has to take care of their own karma. Karma is more of taking responsibility. So you say that you want to help clear their karma. No, everybody has to clear one's own karma. And you do karma on the planet Earth that cannot be cleared in the astral. Whatever the karma you do on the earth, you have to clear it on the earth only. So that means you have to take one more birth to clear here. Earth karmas cannot be cleared in the astral worlds. Okay. And another point is, I'll tell you some examples, very funny examples. I know somebody from Singapore or Taiwan, some countries might be here in the participants. Singapore has this culture. They have a festival, a day they call the Hungry Ghost Day. So what they do on that particular day, they burn a lot of paper cash. They burn the paper cash. They burn a lot of cars made of paper, like Mercedes, Audi. A lot of cars made of paper. Lot of currency, just paper, fake. They burn it. They believe the currency they burn here goes to them in the higher worlds so that they might need this currency there. They do it. It is an old practice in China, but they still do it in Singapore. In China, they stopped doing, but in Singapore, they're doing because the migrants, they have migrated hundreds of years ago. So they still maintain this practice. And even in India, this kind of things happen. On a particular day, they prepare food, keep the clothes, and they believe if they give the food to a Brahmin here, do some rituals, they give the food here and they will get it. They give the clothes here, that is a good karma, and this good karma will go there. This transfer business doesn't happen. Banking transfers happen on the planet Earth within the physical currency, but the karma cannot be transferred between Earth and the astral. It's not possible. It's all the lack of understanding of the science. So I've told you about one aspect. Let me tell you another aspect. Suppose the soul is not evolved. The departed person is a not evolved soul. It's an infant soul or a baby soul or a young soul, where they are too much attached to the body. They are too much attached to the property, family. They're too much attached to the physical things. If that kind of soul departs, then the soul wants to stick onto the earth because they think this is real. Normally, the evolved soul will immediately understand the situation and go back to the higher worlds. But if the soul is not evolved, if it is physically attached, then the soul tries to be here on the earth space. It makes every effort to be here. Even though they don't have the body, they want to be here. So they are in transition. They are neither on the physical 100% nor they are on the astral 100%. They are in between, hanging around. So when you do certain rituals, when you put the photos of the departed ones and pray, oh, you are going to take care of my family, your blessings are needed, your support is needed, your ashirwad is needed, and you do a lot of pujas, rituals, you bow down to them, then that soul believes that they should be here to take care of you. Even though they cannot take care of you, they feel energetically the presence should be there. So these souls, they are stuck. The more you do rituals, the more you do prayers, they are stuck here on the lower worlds. They cannot graduate. They cannot go to the higher worlds completely. So your rituals and your belief and your prayers are making those departed ones stuck in their evolution. And that is a great bad karma for you. Because of your actions, their evolution is hampered. So the karma comes back. Your evolution also will be hampered. What you do comes back to you. So there should be absolutely no rituals whatsoever. Yes, you can have a gratitude prayer meeting. Yes, you can have a gratitude after somebody departs, gather gratitude, give a send off, farewell. I say, okay, we'll meet you on the other side. Enjoy, tata, bye. Because there is no death.
So
that should be the attitude.
Pradeep sir, how do we help them move to the higher dimension?
You cannot help. That is what I'm trying to say. The lower cannot help the higher. You see, there is a department in the astral worlds. There is a specialized department who takes care of the transitioning process. So their role is to come and assist to take the souls to the higher planes. There is a specialized team. There is a specialized department who help in this transitioning. They take care of it. They help it. But you as a human cannot do anything. At the max, you might ask a situation. Sir, I can see my departed ones always around me. I can feel it. How can I help? That might be a possibility. What part? You cannot help. You see, whether they want to receive the help or not, it's their choice. You see, you might close your eyes, sit in meditation and make the place more positive so that those souls, they are not hanging around here. And you might say, if somebody is trying to contact you, your departed ones are trying to contact you in your dreams, in your meditation, you can tell them, go back, don't get stuck, go back to the higher worlds. You can tell them, energetically you can speak to them. But it is their choice whether to go or not. Some souls who are stuck, we call it as earthbound souls or ghost. Okay. So these souls, they are not actually, we use the term ghost, but they are ignorant people. They feel earth is the reality and they get stuck here. So those souls, they are not ready to go to the higher dimensions. This specialized team, this specialized department people, these angels, they come and they persuade them, hey, your time on the earth is finished. You please come back. You come back. They persuade them. But these people, they are adamant. They don't want to go. So as long as they are adamant, nobody can help them. Even the angels, they will wait. They will say, okay, whenever you are ready, we will come. So they wait. So angels themselves cannot help those people. What can you help? Sitting on the earth plane.
One more question, Pradeep sir. How many years it would take for them to reincarnate? So it's depending on
it all depends on what karmic baggage they have. It all depends on what lessons they want to learn, and it all depends on the availability of the suitable parents on the planet Earth. So multiple factors are dependent. It all depends on multiple factors. First, the suitable parents has to be identified. A proper conditions environment has to be set, and they are ready to incarnate and they're ready to learn the lessons. So it depends on a lot of factors. You cannot say how much time, but on an average, the time spent on the planet Earth is very less compared to the time they spend on the astral worlds and the mental worlds and the causal worlds. They spend more on the higher dimension before the reincarnation.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So next, I think the questions are going. Is it okay, Charlene? Can we extend?
Oh, yes, Master Pradeep, we can go.
We can continue. Okay. All right. Because tomorrow and day after, you're going to be in silence and intense meditation. So that's the concession you are getting today. Pranav.
Hi, Uncle. Whenever I started meditation, after I started meditation, I started hearing these noises, like someone stepping on metal whenever I go to sleep. But my parents can't hear that noise.
Yes.
Only with my left ear, but not with my right ear.
Right. Yes. Correct. So what's your question? Yes, it is natural. You hear and they don't hear. I understand. It is possible.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Yeah, why do I hear those noises?
Why you should not hear those noises? You tell me that. You're asking why you should hear, but I'm asking you why you should not hear.
Tell him, what does it mean to you? Is it bothering you? Don't like it? You like it? It's bothering.
Hi, sir. Yeah, apparently me and my husband did not feel it, but he's been telling me about it. I just pushed it off for some days, but then when I heard others talking about it, I thought he would get an answer if he would ask you today.
Okay. Where are you speaking from, madam?
Texas, Houston.
Okay. All right. See, children, they are sensitive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the abilities to feel, see, or hear certain metaphysical things. Okay. So it is quite natural for a child to see the departed ones, or to see the other dimension people, or to see the invisible beings. It is quite natural. So whenever a child is expressing those things, you please don't disregard. Please be sensitive and listen to them very carefully. And there are basically, your concern is two kinds of energies, whether the energy which is coming, is it a divine positive energy or it's a low frequency energy. So this is your main concern.
Yes,
so
sir.
if it is a divine energy, if it is an angelic energy, then the children feel good. They don't feel bothered. They don't feel disturbed. So that means they are higher masters, higher beings, angelic beings, fairies, nature spirits. They come and the children feel. Sometimes you notice the babies, they laugh in their dream. Okay, so it is because of these fairies, angels, they come and they play with them. So they feel it. So they laugh in their sleep. So sometimes the children, they get disturbed also, and they feel it is very annoying, very disturbed. They feel tired when they get up, and they don't feel comfortable with certain energies. So that means it is not positive energy which they are experiencing. So the first is you have to cleanse the space. How do you cleanse the space? Make sure there is absolutely no meat, no garlic in the house whatsoever. Okay.
No garlic.
Okay, no garlic also, right? And then the next, spend more time in meditation, sitting in the room where he's sleeping or where he's getting disturbed. In that particular room, okay, you do more meditation. As parents, you do combine meditation along with the child. And hang pyramids. Wherever it's possible, hang pyramids around the house, and you can use crystals. Okay, for meditation, you can place crystals, pure quartz crystals. So you do all those things, and naturally the aura of the house, the energy of the house gets amplified. And when the energy of the house is so positive, so good, the negative energies cannot enter the house.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but I let him still continue the meditation and just
Yes. He has to continue meditation. He has to continue.
Okay.
He should not stop, because the very intention those energies are coming and disturbing him is so that he can stop meditation. Because the more he's doing meditation, the more the place is getting cleansed. So they are getting disturbed. So he should do more meditation so that they go once for all.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I have a question, sir. So I recently started, by my husband has been doing this. When I do this, I know I hear your lectures and being in this session since past 3-4 days, you use the word mindful meditation. And when we are in the mindful
No, I don't use the word mindful meditation. No, madam, I never use the word mindful meditation. Mindfulness is separate, meditation is separate.
Okay. So when we do meditation, we should be in a state, we only concentrate on our breath. But then when we focus on
no concentration, witness the breath.
Okay, witness the breath. So when we feel our body aching or any of the body parts itching, it means that our focus is still on the body.
Yes.
So once I am done with the session, I feel heavy-headed, and I just want to know if I'm doing it wrong, and how do I know that it is working?
Come again with the question. You are feeling the body pains, and after that?
So it means that I'm still not concentrating. My concentration is on the body, right? That's why I'm feeling whatever.
It is a natural process. It is a natural process. In the first, you close your eyes, observe the breath. And then when you observe the breath, you feel the flood of energies and you feel a lot of body pains. Okay, this is a self-healing process. You have to cross that stage. And until you cross that stage, pain is inevitable. You have to go through it. You have to bear it, because that is a healing process. And during the healing process, you go through a lot of pain and your awareness is on the body level. So that is the healing process, which is perfectly fine. And once the healing completely finishes, then only you can go into no thought state.
Okay. So there is no wrong thing. Or
You are doing the right thing. Okay. So when your physical body is going through the healing process, your awareness, you will go through so much pain and your awareness is on the body level. In that moment, the awareness is on the body level. That is perfect. That is right. But you do every day, regularly, sincerely, then sooner or later, you finish the healing process. Then there is no more pains. Then bring the awareness back to the breath, and then you go into the empty mind state. Okay, while you are going through the body pain, as you are witnessing the pain in the body, you simultaneously witness the breath. It has to be a simultaneous. Your awareness is on the body, but your awareness is on your breath also. Then you are doing the right meditation.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think more hands are getting raised, right? So Vidya Power. Can unmute Vidya Power. She can't unmute. Okay, next.
Sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, madam, go ahead.
I'm not comfortable to talk in English. So can I speak in Hindi?
Yes, madam.
अभी आपने रिचुअल्स के बारे में सर बोला ना, तो क्या है मेरे बारे में?
किसके बारे में मैडम?
रिचुअल्स के बारे में अभी आपने कहा ना. I can understand. I can listen and write in English, but I can talk in English comfortably. वो कहा वो जो आपने रिचुअल्स के बारे में कहा ना, अभी जैसे मैं PSSM से ज्वाइंट हुई हूँ, आपका मैंने वर्चुअल रिट्रीट भी 21 दिन किया, और मेरा ये सब आपके साथ में 40 दिन से आपसे मैं कनेक्टेड हूँ. मैंने कभी क्वेश्चन रेज नहीं किया. तो मुझे ये कहना है कि यहाँ पे एक संत है, आपको मुझे क्लैरिटी चाहिए. उन समाधि में है वो, 1966 में उन्होंने समाधि ली. उनसे मुझे कुछ आज्ञा मिलती रही और मैं करती रही. मुझे ये भी कहा गया कि देवीपुरम में जाओ. गुरु पूर्णिमा के दिन में वहां पहुंचे, वहां क्या है मालूम नहीं था. ये सब होते गया, जैसे जैसे कहा ये लिखो वो लिखो, सब लिखते, उन्होंने लिख के लिया, वही लिखते रहे. तो अभी उन्होंने कहा था मुझे कुछ दिन पहले कि मानस ध्यान करो. अभी मैं उनसे आंसर पूछ रही हूँ, लेकिन मुझे आंसर नहीं मिल रहा है. मैं तो PSSM से जुड़ रही तब से मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं कुछ रिचुअल्स नहीं करूँ. वो श्री विद्या के लिए मुझे वहां भेजा था, मैंने वो सब मैं कर रही थी, वहां मैं जुड़ी हूँ वहां से भी। लेकिन अभी ऐसा लगता है कि सब छोड़ दूं और ये मैं सिर्फ मेडिटेशन करूं। मानस ध्यान तो मुझे बोला है, वो मैं मानस ध्यान लिखा भी है और उसके हिसाब से मैं करती हूँ। लेकिन मैं क्या करूं, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। मुझे तो मेडिटेशन ऐसे लगता है मैं कुछ नहीं करूं और सिर्फ मेडिटेशन करूं।
आपका दिल का आवाज सुनो मैडम।
अच्छा,
आपका दिल का आवाज सुनो,
हाँ,
then that will give you the right answer.
ओके। लेकिन सर
बट कैसा सुनना, दिल का आवाज कैसा सुनना, वो तरीका है, मैं अभी बता दूंगा। You see how to listen to the heart. So basically the lady is asking question, there are so many guidance and do this and do that, what to do. I said listen to the heart. So how to listen to the heart? See, our awareness is mostly on the body, mind and intellect level. And if you want to listen to your heart, it's not like you are focusing your awareness to the heart. No, you empty. You sit in deep meditation. You sit in deep meditation. Empty the mind. No thoughts. Nothing. Empty the mind. Sit for 1 hour, 2 hours. Completely get into the no thought state. And after, when you get into the no thought state, your awareness is on the heart level. So after you do a meditation, in the meditation after you empty the mind, whatever you feel in the heart is right for you. But you have to empty the mind. You have to empty the mind. You can do it as a short practice also. If you're a regular meditator, you can just close your eyes and meditate for 15 minutes, meditate for 20 minutes, just empty the mind. And after that, when you open the eyes, what you feel in your heart, you follow it.
Okay. तो उनकी अवज्ञा तो नहीं होगी ना, उनका ऑर्डर मैंने ये किया ऐसा तो नहीं होगा?
No way. You have to remember this statement, madam. At any given lifetime, the only obligation you have is to be true to yourself.
Okay.
You please remember this statement and underline this statement. It is a very, very important statement. You are not obligated to anybody. In any lifetime, you are not obligated to any gurus, any spiritual masters, your parents, your wife, your children. You are not obligated to anybody. At any given lifetime, your only obligation is to be true to your own self.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. So next is Shilpa.
Pradeep sir. So I'm Shilpa from Gurgaon, and I've been continuously in the corporate world for about 12 years or so. I've always had this thought that probably I can be a healer. I've always been inclined also towards such things, but there's a constant confusion and tussle in head. Can I quit my career and get into this?
Same answer, madam. Same answer. Follow your heart. When there is a conflict between mind and heart, there is always a conflict between mind and heart. Follow your heart. At any cost, for any consequences, follow your heart.
Heart keeps giving, conflicting answers. Sometimes
Heart will never give conflicting answers. Okay, sometimes the mind, the very nature of the mind is to give conflicting solutions and answers. So you think your mind is your heart, the voice you hear from the mind, you think it is your heart. No, unless you empty the mind, you cannot listen to your heart. Unless you empty the mind, you cannot listen to your heart. Not possible. So sit in meditation, empty the mind. And in that empty mind, what you feel is what your heart is telling you. Your soul, your higher self guides you through feelings. And people get confused. Sir, how do I know whether it is my feeling or whether it is my thought?
Yeah.
So unless you empty the mind, you cannot connect your heart feelings.
Because
unless you empty the mind, you cannot listen to your heart. So the first step is do more meditation, madam. Then naturally you know what you want to do. I am not going to give you the answers.
No, I understand. Yeah, but actually I love my work also. So I think more confusion happens because of that.
Naturally, you have to sort it out. Confusion means conflicting. That is the definition of confusion. Everybody goes through this process. Not only you, madam. Everybody goes through the process. either to take left or to take right. Which direction to take?
Yeah.
Nobody is going to give you. Your own self will guide you through feelings. The more you do meditation, the more you become sensitive. The more you empty the mind, the more you have the eligibility, capacity, capability to listen to your heart. That capacity comes only when you meditate.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. For me, it took 4 years. I came into meditation. I came into the path of meditation. I was working as a software engineer in Australia, Melbourne. I was working for 6 months and I was teaching meditation for 6 months. Everything is okay, but still, I don't know what I should do full time. What is the career I should choose? It took 4 years. But in the first 1 year, I know what I should do. But the other 3 years is the preparation. Either I should do it or not. Because the heart will guide you, but your mind always takes you in the other direction. So there is always a conflict between heart and mind. So there came a day, I said, enough is enough. Because the mind will give you a lot of reasons. If you quit the job, then money, children, your debts, house, you will come to the middle of the road. What will happen to your life? The mind will scare you in every possible way.
Yeah, true.
So I was going through this battle, heart and mind battle. And finally I said, come what may, I'll listen to my heart. And now I'm in front of you. And I'm proud of my decision. I'm proud that I listened to my heart.
Yeah, thank you. And I have this feeling that I can do a good job. Yeah, like being a spiritual person. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, follow your heart, madam. You are right. Okay, so I think there, Rekha, more hands raised. I don't know when to stop. Anandi, madam, you have to guide me. When should I stop?
Yes, actually, we can have only one question per person, Master, so that we can finish. Not more than one question.
Okay, one. So the rules have been set. Only one.
Yes, and we'll try to finish by 9. So please, everybody, take your time and let's just try to get as much.
Question. Yes, Rekha ji.
Yeah. Namaste, sir. While I'm Rekha from Bangalore, while observing the breath in meditation, I feel like holding my breath. I don't know why this is happening.
You feel like holding?
Yeah.
How?
I don't want to breathe again. Like I want to hold the breath while I'm observing the breath.
Why, you got used to some Kumbhaka pranayams before? Were you doing some pranayams before?
Yeah, I'm doing pranayam.
So that is because of that, because you got used to it. Okay, so you should be with your natural breath. Okay, because of your own previous practice, it is giving you a certain resistance. So you have to make an effort to be with your natural breath. That is the only way. You see, pranayams, Kumbhaka pranayams, they have their own benefits.
Yeah.
But to go into a samadhi state, to go into a meditative state, you have to follow your natural breath. No other way.
Okay, sir.
So you have to make an effort to be with your normal breath.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Shekaran.
Hi, sir. From Malaysia, Shekaran.
Yes, sir.
My question is that during meditation, I hear about you. They call you as Crystal Pradeep. So shall I get a crystal for myself during meditation? That's the question. And how it will help me?
So your question is, do you want to get a crystal for doing meditation?
Yes, sir.
Or you want to manifest astrally during meditation?
Actually, that is my next question. Actually, I want that's what next question is. But they asked me only one question, so I stop it there.
Okay. So let us stick on to the first question then. So crystals help in meditation. So you don't need to, when you're going for a crystal, you have to be very careful. In the outside market, there are a lot of fake crystals, right? So it is better to get a crystal from a right person, from a right spiritual person who has the right energy. Through that person, you get a crystal. And crystals, the very nature of the crystal is the crystal absorbs energy and it amplifies energy and radiates energy. Okay. So crystals like pyramids help in meditation. Similarly, crystals also help in meditation. You get more energy and the crystals take you to a meditative state quickly compared to without crystals. So it's like a tools, they are just tools. It is not necessary. It is not necessary for meditation, but with those tools, you can help yourself in the meditative journey. In the meditation journey, you can help yourself. Like pyramids help you in meditation. Crystals help you in meditation. The nature energies help you in meditation. The full moon energies help you in meditation. The group energies, group meditation help you. So these are all tools, but it is not necessary. Whenever there is availability, you use it. But crystals do help in meditation in a way that you receive more cosmic energy.
Can I become a crystal?
You are a crystal, whether you like it or not. You are a crystal, but you don't know yet you are a crystal.
I do not know, that's why.
You don't know yet, but you are a crystal.
Unpolished crystal.
You are a crystal, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Everybody is a crystal. We are all crystals. And enlightenment means to realize that we are crystals. What is the nature of a crystal? The nature of a crystal is to be pure, to be transparent, beautiful, multidimensional. That is our very nature. We are all crystals. When you realize that you are a crystal, you are enlightened. Yes. Gurpreet Singh.
Sorry, sir, I was in mute. Sir, one question that comes to my mind every time.
Where are you from, sir?
Sir, I'm from Noida.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. From childhood, we have been learning and a lot of teachings, whether it is Kabir Ji, Farid Baba, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Mirabai, Kabir Das. Everybody meditate through name and with a lot of love. And they say to be absorbed in love throughout the day and remember him. But what we are following in Anapati technique, in this, we are emptying our mind and just constant or just witnessing the breath. So just need your guidance here.
The more you empty the mind, the more you become capable to love unconditionally. The more you do meditation, the more you understand what is love, and the more you radiate love unconditionally.
Okay. So we'll get more love emotions. Okay.
You won't get love emotions. You radiate love. You are love. So for that, you have to empty the mind. When the mind is active, there is no love radiating from your heart. When your mind is disturbed and troubled, you cannot feel your own heart. You cannot feel your own vibrations. You cannot accept yourself. You cannot love yourself. Unless you accept your own self, unless you love your own self, you are not capable to love another person. How much ever you love yourself, that is exactly the same capacity you can love another person. How much you can accept yourself unconditionally, that is exactly the same capacity you can accept another person. It all begins with self-love, self-acceptance. So the more you do meditation, the more you are accepting yourself, the more you are loving yourself. So when the more you love yourself, the more you become capable to love another person. It begins with self-love. This is the teachings of Guru Nanak, sir.
Yes, sir. But
okay.
But about meditating throughout the day, then name
meditation. In the beginning days, you make an effort to sit and meditate, and when you do it sincerely, regularly, then naturally, whatever you do becomes mindful. You do it in a mindful state. So some people call it as a meditative state. So any action you do, it becomes mindful. You are 100% focused. So meditation becomes part of your life. In the beginning, you have to make an effort. And if you do sincerely, seriously, then meditation becomes your part of life, very natural.
Got you. Thank
you. Yes. Okay. Maheshwari.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, madam. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I'm a working. So I just want to meditate during the working hours also. Will it be okay if I take a 10 minutes of meditation and then the work?
You mean 10 minutes break in your work?
Yes.
Yeah, perfectly fine. But try to do your work mindfully. That will help you. Of course, you can take a 10 minutes break. You can take a 5 minutes break, close your eyes and meditate. You can meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes also. No problem. That will relax you. That is more for relaxation, not to empty the mind. To empty the mind, you need intense, deep meditation.
But when I meditate,
yes, you can meditate for 10 minutes, 5 minutes during the break.
Okay.
But I would suggest be mindful during the work.
Okay. When I meditate at home, I feel sometimes that I got slept and again I come back.
That is natural. It is called Yoga Nidra. You are doing correct. Don't feel guilty, sleep happily. But the moment you receive sufficient amount of energy, automatically you become awake. So when the moment you become awake, that is the time you focus on your breath and continue meditation. Yes, thank you. Next, Madhu. Madhu,
Namaskar, Pradeep ji.
Yes, madam. We can't see your face, madam. We see your forehead.
Sorry, the laptop was too much in the back. Somebody asked the question, how long does it take for the soul to reincarnate? I have one question because today, like one of the friends passed away, but their daughter-in-law is expecting next month. Could it be like the reincarnation of the soul, even when 8 months of the pregnancy is gone? Could it be next month?
The chances are very, very less. Because the soul, after vacating the physical body, it has to go to the astral worlds, and they spend a lot of time in the astral worlds, going through the astral lessons. And after that, they go to the mental worlds. And then they go to the causal worlds. And again, from the causal worlds, they do intense planning to find suitable parents and plan for the entire life and lessons. And then they incarnate. So to immediately come back, the possibilities are very, very less. For example, the soul spends 80, 90 years here on the physical. They spend more time in the astral. In the astral worlds, there is no time as such. But I'm telling you, in the earth time, they spend more time in the higher dimensions. So the possibility the earth coming back very, very quickly is very less, unless the soul has a particular soul contract and it's a baby soul, infant soul, and it is so earth bounded, it has to come back quickly. And unless there are certain exceptional cases, it is not possible. Okay, next, Bharati.
Good morning.
Yes, madam.
I do have a challenge that I faced recently.
Where are you from, madam? Please introduce. Where are you from at least?
Okay, yeah, I'm calling from Dharmapuri, that is Tamil Nadu, and personally facing a challenge as a family due to my brother suffering due to his mental.
So, madam, your voice is very low.
Okay.
Yes, madam. Come straight to the question.
Yes. How can I help my family member who is going through a pain which is impacting the entire family, and the person is not really cooperating with us? But I do want to make sure that as a family, we are going through a good phase. Unfortunately, with meditation, or how can I make sure the environment is not very agony or very suffering or painful?
You want to help yourself in your meditation, or you want to help your family members through your meditation? What is your question exactly?
She wants to help the family member.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody has to help themselves. How can you help another person? Apo Deepo Bhava. Only if you want self-transformation, if you're sincere towards your own self-transformation, of course you help yourself. If the other person is sincere to learn meditation, you teach meditation. The only way you can help your family members is to teach meditation. And if they are not interested to do meditation, then what can you do? You cannot do. So the only help you can do to your own self is to do more meditation. The only help you can do to others is teach meditation. That's all. Right. Final question, Shashikala.
Namaste, Pradeep sir. I'm Shashikala. I'm from Bangalore. So I just have a question on food, right? We have been taught not to waste food, right from young age.
Madam, your voice is not clear. Yes.
1 second, sir. Is this better, sir?
Yeah, far better.
Okay. This is better?
Yes, better, madam. Go ahead.
Okay. So we've been taught not to waste food, right? So in the process of preparing fresh food every day, we'll obviously try to make food only for that day. But then if we are left with leftovers and things like that, I feel so guilty throwing away the food, right? So how do I manage such situations?
First of all, you should cook only to whatever you need. So you cannot overcook. So you should cook mindfully. You cannot cook too much quantities and waste food. You should cook mindfully. That's why in cutting vegetables, you should be mindful. In cooking, you should be mindful. So when you practice this mindfulness, there is no possibility that you will cook too much. And if at all some food is getting wasted for some XYZ reason, some food is getting left over. Since you said you are from Bangalore, there are so many animals, cats, dogs, birds, you can feed them. Okay, but if you are in a situation where legally the law doesn't allow you, in some Western countries, we cannot feed animals. So in that case, make the lesson, okay, today I have wasted, but tomorrow I will not do this mistake. Tomorrow I will cook only to the sufficient amount. So with that learning, with that lesson, with that promise that you will not waste again, better to throw in the bin. Your body is not your dustbin. Just because the food is getting wasted, you cannot put the food in your body. Your body is not the dustbin. Okay, so learn the lesson not to waste the food. That is the most important, and cook accordingly. And if it is a possibility, you can feed the animals, then that's fine. That is not a waste of food. Whatever you are cooking, and whatever the leftovers you are giving to dogs, cats, birds, it is not a waste.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. All right, friends. Thank you very much. It was a very intense day, and I understand because the next 2 days you are going to go into intense meditation. So tomorrow and day after, you will be in intense mauna. So we won't be discussing anything, and practice all the detox procedures, process, guidance. Trust the process. The most important is trust the process. Drink plenty of water. And we will discuss more about the silence, and we'll discuss about the spiritual science topics again on Monday. So see you tomorrow for an intense meditation. Thank you very much. Namaste to all of you. Thank you.